Just start questions.
It seemed like, obviously, we're probably going to talk about Sam, but aside from him, the other rookie who looked pretty good was Chris Herndon.
Yeah.
What did you kind of see from him?
He continues to play fast. He continues to grow. He's a good football player. He has a look in his eye. He's going to continue to get better every day. He can really run some routes. He can run the whole route tree. He's exciting to watch. He loves the game. He studies. And he prepares, and he always takes it out. He always goes on Sunday and gives his best. Good football player, bright future.
I mean, how much progress has Sam made in the play action game when he got here?
I think we're going to continue to grow with that. It starts up front with them selling the run. Last week they did a really good job up front, giving them time. Robbie ran some great routes, and it was another step forward as far as being a complete offense. So that was a part of the offense, part of the game.
What's the challenge been for him coming from a shotgun, primarily shotgun from college?
Yeah, when I worked with Matt Hasselbeck in Seattle, we brought that, the play action, the Peyton Manning play action, and he told me it was the first time he's ever taken his eyes off the defense, in 15 years or so. So, it's just different. When you're in shotgun, you're watching the defense, you're seeing the looks, and there for a split second you take your eyes off. It's a complete 180. So, I think you just got to get used to it. You got to be able to flip your eyes and recognize if it's 2 or if it's 3. And Sam's getting faster. He's recognizing the coverage as soon as he flips, and he's able to not only hit Robbie or the receivers or tight ends, he's able to get to the backs fast if the coverage presents itself.
Jeremy, how much have you enjoyed working with him? Obviously, a very talented player, but never played the leagues. Throughout the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, the whole quarterback room. You have Josh, you have Davis, you have Sam. It's been a great room. Every day we go in there, we're working together. We're studying the game, and all 3 of them are continuing to get better. So it's been a really good room.
Has it been more gratifying when you see a rookie get better as a week?
You really want everyone to get better, and it's a professional sport, and we got to win football games. So we're going to continue to get better. That's what we do as coaches, try to coach our guys to get better. But we have to win football games, and that's when you're satisfied, and that's the enjoyment that you're looking for.
What's the biggest challenge the Patriots need?
A veteran team that every week they can play a different front, a different coverage, and they don't miss a beat. So just kind of going into the game knowing who they are, but at the same time being able to adjust on the fly, because they can give you all different schemes. They're smart. They don't give away big plays, and we just got to stay on schedule.
Tom Brady hasn't posted his best numbers over the past couple weeks. In your opinion, as an offensive mind, what's worked for the Patriots offense?
I haven't studied their offense.
How do you think you've grown as a play caller, and what do you think you've learned from the season?
We're going to continue to look at it at the end of the season, but right now, just trying to get the ball in our playmakers' hands. We got to continue to run the ball more efficiently, and we just got to continue to grow as a team.
I think it's 2 of the last 3 games. Sam's got the Bill game, I should say, where he had the game-winning touchdown drive, and then against Green Bay, he cut it after the Rodgers return. He got you guys in field goal range, and then Myers kicked it through. So, what is it about him that he seems to turn it on later in games and when the game's on the line?
I think he just. I think he plays one play at a time. I think he's good from start to finish. The guy doesn't change. He's by no means a roller coaster. He doesn't get up at certain moments. He takes every play like it's the most important play. If that's a handoff in the run game or a pass, I just think he's steady. And when the big plays present themselves, he's able to hit them.
Jeremy, on the 3rd and 19 and 3rd and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 minutes left.
Yep.
The screen, he dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to fall down there, keep the clock going?
Yeah, that's on me. I should have told him if it's not there, just take a sack, and I failed to do that. But you're absolutely right. You'd like him to burn a timeout.
Is that kind of graduate level thinking, though, as a quarterback? Like, I think you're taking it.
Yeah.
Kind of like down the line, like Josh maybe would do that.
Yeah, we talked about it, but, I failed to mention that. We were just trying to get a nice little screenplay. Didn't want the ball to be incomplete and see what happened for field position, but and not obviously turn the ball over. But, yeah, the right play is to take a sack and make him burn a timeout or waste some time.
Did he realize that when he came off to the sideline?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Jeremy, you always hear that the Patriots defense under Bill Belichick takes away the other team's top weapon or top threat.
Correct.
What kind of challenge does that present to you as an offensive coordinator?
You just have to go into the game, ready for anything. What he decides to take away. I've played him before where he's played two-man versus base personnel early, and so you just got to be able to adjust. Our team we have good communication on the sideline. We're able to adjust, so it makes it fun. It makes it you have to be on your toes.
Think your headsets will work?
We're ready for it. All right, man. Have a happy New Year.
You too.
Good to see you. Good. Good. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. How y'all doing? So good to see you guys.
What's the biggest challenge going against Tom Brady in this offense?
Just they do everything so well. The thing is, they really execute on a really high efficiency. We just studied the third down, and they're over 50% in about every category, every down and distance. As far as completing third down, they're doing a great job running the ball. They just kind of well balanced and do everything on a high level.
Tom Brady hasn't even been posting his best numbers over the past few weeks, and yet they're still winning. In your opinion, when you look at the film, what's been the key to Patriots' success?
The thing when we watch them, is just what the game plan is for that week. That week, they might go in thinking they have to throw the ball a lot to win. This week, they might go into the game thinking they have to run the ball a lot to win. They're just kind of mixing it up, and each week is a different game plan from what we're seeing.
Is their rushing attack Kacy better this year than maybe some of the past years?
You know what? It's just it still depends on the game. Some games we looked at early on, they kind of stayed away from the run till they were closing out the game. Other games, they're going out to the run. They're establishing the run and say, we're going to run it all day. It just really depends on what game plan you're seeing.
The game-winning touchdown in overtime against the Packers, was the corner in the end zone, Claiborne, supposed to get help on that play?
Oh, it was just got inside between. We were, if I'm not mistaken, we were in quarters coverage right there, and he just got inside on us.
But was someone supposed to be back there with him?
It really, the way that route was, he would have to squeeze it, and he would have been by himself on that one.
What do you guys need to do to clean up some of the chunk plays? I think there were like 4 longer than 23 yards in the fourth quarter and overtime the other day, and obviously those were costly.
A combination of rushing coverage working together. One, we got to get there faster, do not allow them to get downfield, and we got to keep the coverage tighter.
You need to improve on combo routes. There were 2 plays on the right side. One, the Kumaro touchdown, and then there was another play where there seemed to be confusion, and Jamal had a cover for somebody, where guys were trying to decide who to cover. The combo route issue there.
That was just a miscommunication. And really, we were in man coverage there, and they just had a miscommunication there. We turned the guy loose.
How do you think Tremaine has played, Kacy?
You know what? I looked at him, and I've kind of been watching the last couple of games over and over, and really throughout the whole year, I think he made some plays, and I think he had some plays he'd like to do over. So as a whole, I think he's been solid.
You guys need to do a better job against the run compared to the first Patriots game.
I would say yes, because they ripped us a new one, no doubt. It really was something that was one. From my standpoint, I just felt like we should have been embarrassed some of the runs we gave up. It was just really unacceptable.
When you look at the amount of yardage you guys gave up last week, it was 540. What kind of attitude are you hoping defense comes into this game with?
Well, hopefully you ain't going to win many games giving up 500 yards total offense. But, you got to bounce back and go back to work the next week. That's all you can do.
Very good. Do you, when you say they should have been embarrassed, do you talk to them about that? Do you bring that up?
Those guys are pretty prideful group. They saw it. We addressed it right after the Monday after we watched every play, and, there was nothing they did. They whooped us at the point of attack. It wasn't nothing complicated. No, they should know. They had good memories.
Kacy, how much harder is it to game plan and attempt to stop an offense in today's NFL as opposed to when you first started coaching?
It is so much harder because of the RPOs and the different elements, and more back in the day, you run, throw it on third down. Now they were chunking it a lot. Now when you add in the RPO part of the game, you get the linebackers sucked up. You got windows in there. They force you to limit your coverage. It's just the offense is definitely changing the way the game has been played. Then they screw around with you with the tempo. Then they screw around with you with trying to substitution going fast and all. It's changed. I think it does, because it usually kind of goes in cycles, and you give a lot of defensive coaches an off season to watch, and they kind of have some answers, and you study. Well, we'll go do this. We'll go do this. I think it will catch up, but right now I think the offenses are really doing a great job. We're utilizing personnel mismatches, the tempos, where they're aligning people, and they're not making it easy.
You don't expect a lot of RPOs this week.
No, I hope not. I swear I hope not. I hope not.
Everybody good? Thank you.
Oh, good. You guys have a happy New Year.
You too.
Is Claiborne in jeopardy of missing the game?
If he doesn't do anything tomorrow, probably.
Now, what's the contingency if Myers can't kick?
We'll work out some guys in practice. If he can't kick, if he can, he'll kick.
Can Edwards kick?
Some. We'll see.
Is there someone else who can get him other than him, maybe?
We've been working out kickers just in case.
Did you hear anything from the
No, I have not.
How about on the plays you guys submitted?
Not yet.
Everything's okay with Tremaine?
Yep.
Expecting him not to play?
Everybody at practice should be ready to play.
Is the Patriots run game better this year, Todd, than it's been in previous years?
I think they've always had one. I think they run a little bit more than past years, but they've always been effective.
How effective has Michelle been for them?
I think all three backs have been effective. Obviously, they're doing a good job opening holes for him, but he was a good runner coming out, and they picked him in the first round. He's showing them why.
You comfortable ruling anyone out this week yet?
Not yet.
What is is there a different feeling, Todd, in the last game of the season?
No, just trying to win a game, just like every week. Same approach, same feeling.
Sam said yesterday that there's a little extra going up against the Patriots for the first time. What do you think that experience would be like for him, and can you kind of understand that from his standpoint?
I understand that being his first time going up against them, but I think after the first play, he'll settle down and play normal football, just like he does every week.
Todd, it seems like there's a lot of turnover on the NFL in terms of divisions and who wins each division. The Patriots have kind of had a run on the AFCs for a while. Why do you think that they've been able to sustain that much success for such a long period of time?
They've been doing a great job. I mean, week in and week out, year in and year out, coaching players, they've been doing a great job. That's all you can say.
How difficult is it to be in their division, Todd?
With our record, it's difficult to be in any division.
Yeah, you've been around the league. There's targets.
It's just divisions come and go. They've won it for a while. I mean, when you don't win, it's difficult to, regardless of who's leading the division. You just have to win your share and try to win them.
Do you see, looking at the film and reviewing things and game planning against them for the last 4 years, do you see anything to indicate that there might be a chance to unseat them in the coming years?
You know, look to the future. We're just trying to unseat them on Sunday, and we'll worry about the coming years after the coming years.
Is everybody good?
Thanks.
They just have all 53 guys.